Journal YouTube channel, and today we're gonna continue with the chess strategy for intermediate level players series of games. Uh, I've logged into chess24.com, although a bit early here from my end. Let's try to look for an opponent. I've just played a couple of games before logging into here, pumped up myself and see who we get. I've noticed that before playing longer games, if you play uh, shorter games like 3 minutes blitz games or 2 minutes bullets game, then that's really gonna help to warm you up. I guess, yeah, the opponent is scared of our rating, so they just aborted the game. So we got another opponent, and we got black pieces. This time the opponent is 1644 rated, and he started with e4. Let's continue with the Pirc defense. I know that a lot of you love seeing me play the Pirc defense. Today, what are we gonna do? I think I'm gonna stick to the check Pirc. Computer is giving me lag here though. I don't know whether you can see it. And that move is a mistake already, because this pawn is now falling. The e4 pawn. So let's grab that one. So they have just bundled a pawn. Probably they want to play here. In that case, our knight can reroute here on this c5 square. So they're thinking already. Now they have played c3. Now what do we do? So this pawn d5 is a weak pawn. We can target that one. How do we do that? We are going to I don't like this move c3. So we could do one thing. We could play c6 ourselves and let them take so that we can develop our knight. So let's play c6. So how have you guys been doing? I hope everyone is doing well. I've got really amazing viewers in my channel. I love you all. Thanks for your support. Those of you who are new to this channel, please consider subscribing, because that is the only thing is keeping me motivated to come up with these instructive games. That's end of the day going to benefit your play. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner level player or an intermediate level player or slightly advanced. You can definitely for sure take something away from all these games as you watch. although there are a lot of other instructive channels over here on YouTube, and these guys are really doing well, I must say, and I also watch them sometimes or whenever I get time, and I learn something from their games as well. So our opponent, Baomi123, is taking a lot of time. I don't see why they're thinking, and they have taken a lot of time and played a bad move. So what's the point of taking a bad move? Well, I mean, what's the point of taking a lot of time and inventing with a bad move? Now here we could actually play here, b5, attack the bishop, or we could simply pull our knight back. I think they're trying to set up some kind of discovery, and once they take, we take with the knight, and this bishop's eye is open. Inner weak pawn, yeah, I see that. So they want to develop their queen here, attack our knight, as well as attack this weak square. So I guess let's pull our knight back to its original square. What is our plan? We could fianchet our dark square bishop. I think that would be good. And if they develop this knight, we could pin that knight with our light square bishop. So due to their poor play in the very early in the game, as anticipated, they had played knight free. Like I was saying, due to their poor play very early in the game, we are doing much better now. Now we've got a couple of options though. One is to go here and pin their knight with our light square bishop. Second is to actually take this pawn by ourselves. In that case, we will be a pawn up, right? Because they have to retake with their light square bishop, and we're gonna take their light square bishop. I kind of like that. After all, a material up is a material up. So yeah, let's take that one. So we're gonna be after the end of the transaction, we're gonna be a couple of pawns up. And okay, so they have decided not to take, but to give a check. Here, how are we going to block the check? I think we can block with our light square bishop, as well as attack their light square bishop, force them to capture our light square bishop. And we could develop our knight here, or maybe we can retake with our queen. And the knight can go. Knight can go back here, defending the center pawn. Yeah, I like that one. So let's block it with our bishop, and as well as attack their bishop. Now they have got a couple of options, either to take or not to take. Retreat. Then our knight can jump in here. Or they could actually develop this knight here and guard their bishop like this way. But anyway, they have decided to take our light square bishops. Now, as discussed, let's retake with our this knight and develop. Now they have decided to castle, and now what do we need to do? I think we are shadowing our dark square bishop now. In this time, it doesn't really make any sense. Rather, we have the center. Here, as we have the center, we can actually play in the center. Let's play e5, grab a lot of space in the center. So we are currently controlling the center despite of being black. So which is already a major victory. Now our dark square bishop can be developed here, and then we're gonna castle short. And sooner or later we could play this move, h6, to restrict this knight jump, or maybe bishop coming down here, pinning our knight. Okay, so as anticipated, they have played bishop g5. Now let's develop this dark square bishop to this square. So we're gonna go there anyway. So these kind of moves, they're okay to play, but if you're an intermediate level player, try not to play moves. Those are gonna be like, playing for the sake of playing them. Here, if I were white, I would have known already that if I play bishop g5, they're gonna play here anyway. So I could have rather played other move, like putting the queen here, pressurizing this pawn. This is called counterplay. So when are you going to play counterplay moves? When you know that your position is, you're not playing or you have had a bad start, or you're not controlling the center, and in those cases, so let's castle. In those cases, I mean, like coming up with counterplay early in the game, putting your opponent under pressure is the way out. So we are also doing better in the clock. What's that? Okay. They're already under 8 minutes. I can't advocate any better moves for them though, other than developing the remaining pieces. If you were white, what would be your better moves instead of playing here queen e2? Simple, develop the remaining pieces. In this case, I am advocating here playing knight e2, knight d2, and develop this knight. This knight is out of the game at the moment, doing nothing, but playing queen e2. What is this move doing? I don't see any good move for the queen, other than coming here maybe. But that they could have gone there earlier. So I guess that's not part of their plan. Now here, what are we going to do? Currently, this bishop is residing in our area of the board, so let's kick it out. Force them either to capture or play a retreating move. Now they have decided to go back. A lot of you, I've seen that a lot of beginner and intermediate level players, they tend to play like this. It looks cool on the surface. Even I myself played this kind of move. Attacking the bishop like this, further weakening up the king side structure. I don't see any point of playing that move. Let's focus on development. So this rook isn't doing anything. So let's place it in the semi-open file. Okay, why my computer is giving me a lag? I think it has gotten something upgrade thing running in the background. What you guys reckon? It's telling me that upgrade to Windows 11. What do you guys reckon? Should I upgrade to Windows 11 now from Windows 10, the one I'm using? Let me know in the comment section below if you have faced any problem with Windows 11. Again, they should focus on development. So they have developed, but developed their knight in an awkward square, and that knight wants to come here, right, and attack this pawn. But how can we prevent them of attacking this pawn? In two ways. We can play here a6, restricting their knight's mobility, or play queen b6, guarding this pawn as well as attacking this pawn. So that's a multi-purpose move. So playing multi-purpose move is definitely going to improve your chess. So let's play multi-purpose move. Queen b6. So it has got a couple of purposes, defensive and offensive. So we also make sure that everything is defended as we prior to playing multi-purpose move. Here in our camp, everything is glued to each other. Our coordination is good. None of our pieces are unguarded, except from this rook. Everything is in the optimal square. We're also controlling the center, and we are definitely doing better. Nothing to be worried about. Now let's develop this remaining rook. So now we have finished total development. Notice that we cannot yet take this pawn because this queen is guarding. laterally. I'm sorry for the background noise if you can hear any. Okay, now what? They are also developed, and we are a couple of tempos up as far as development is concerned. Now, what do we do? Okay, in these cases, I'm gonna recommend to look for breaks. How can we break? How can we break? Break as well as create weakness in their cam. Okay, again, multi-purpose move. So we're gonna break. We're gonna try to break or try to force them something. Let's. I see this one. Here. Oops, sorry. I see playing d4. So if we play d4 and if they capture with their c pawn, then we can play here, attacking their knight. And where is that knight going? It has to go to an awkward square like either here or here. Or we could actually now play here, although I'm not a fan of that move. I think we should wait a bit longer of playing this break move, let them make their move or create a weakness in their cam. Let's play this move now, restricting this knight jump or queen jump, remaining this threat alive. Okay, as we have discussed, so we have waited and they have played a dubious move that's weakened their king side. Now it's time to play this breaking move. So once they retake, we're just gonna push this pawn up. So as discussed, they have taken. Now let's play this one. Tag their knight. So the knight has to move and we can glue this pawn here. And see, multi-purpose move as we talked about. So this pawn is going to restrict their rook's eye over our camp. That's why controlling the center is so important. So as anticipated, they have put their knight in h2 square. So from these, their knight's future is where? Only a couple of these squares, and they have to play here. And this square is now ours. We have claimed this square, f3 square. Now let's glue this pawn. This f3 square can be used as an outpost in future. So we're gonna, or even this square, d3 square, and f3 and d3 squares are ours. So we have won a couple of squares in our opponent's camp. So that's not a good news for them at all. And then they have made a blunder. This pawn used to guard this knight. And now nobody is guarding this knight. And our bishop can easily move here, take this knight, because this knight is already guarded with our knight as well as this pawn. So I understand maybe time trouble as well as poor play. For these reasons, our opponent made a blunder. or maybe they didn't calculate the way always calculate the blunder check. They didn't do blunder check that we have already discussed in our channel. And yeah, and they're not a subscriber to our channel. Had they been a subscriber to our channel, they would have known that before making any move, we need to make sure that whether our opponent can have a check, capture, threat, fork, and pin in our camp or in our pieces, on our pieces. Yeah, so we played a good game, and look, our computer is giving a lag. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna restart and try to come up with another game. So please, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing, and till the next game, take care of yourself. Bye bye.